100%, man. And just getting on to part two right now. Like, what would like a day in the studio be like for you?
Day in the life.
Yeah.
So I wake up, you know, my studio. Okay, for reference, my studio is right next to my bed, so it's
True.
like I'll like wake up and
Yeah.
go straight to the studio.
Ah.
So a regular day for me is I'll wake up probably like 12. Wake up, brush my teeth, of course, go to the studio, um, make some music. These days I've been going live on TikTok a lot.
True.
So I'll probably say like that's probably added in like but I'll be going live and making music though.
Yeah, man.
So make music and then just stay in the studio, soak up game. There's always something to do. Like I'll be watching a lot of interviews. Less these days because the people that I watch haven't been dropping as much interviews, but there's always something to do. So I'll probably just stay in the studio and then if I remember to eat, go upstairs, eat, go to the washroom if I have to, and then just go to bed and then just rinse, repeat. Like
Yeah, man.
that's like I'm really a homebody. Like
True.
that's why like the whole basement room, like the whole brand is because it's me and my managers just like always stay home in the basement, like working,
man.
you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you've had like experience like going to like outside studios before in the past, or
I have, yeah. Yeah,
true.
with my producer actually.
True.
Yeah. I went with Rooftop. Shout out Rooftop,
Ah.
he's a producer out of Ottawa too.
Yeah, man.
The best producer out of Ottawa too. And we definitely like, I wanted to try it out because I had never been to a studio prior to like
True.
last year. Like I spent 5 years in the basement making music dolo,
True.
So it's like, it was cool. It was definitely a good experience. And it kind of prompted us to kind of come here so that we can like be together for long amounts of hours of time and just cook because our chemistry is really good together. Like me and Roof, like for those who know, like me and Rooftop, like we don't miss. Like that's not something that we do.
Yeah. Nah, 100%, man. And like even in that experience too, like even with that whole short experience, like being in that outside studio,
Yeah.
like what would be that like actual difference, like being in a home studio that you crafted on your own versus like being in an actual studio with a lot of like unique equipment that's like never seen like in that sense too and all that.
Less comfortability.
Ah.
That's what I would say. In my basement, there's nobody there. So I can literally just wake up and just say whatever I want on the microphone. And like, I know there's no eyes.
Yeah.
When I first went to the studio, it was Rooftop and my manager.
Yeah.
And when we went, like, it was so weird because the first time I hopped in the booth, like we were trying to record the whole situation. My manager tried to record me as I was in the booth. And I got so nervous. I was like, bro, you need to get out, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I guess since you're in the basement alone, it kind of hits different. You're more liberated. You're more free to be creative.
Yeah.
I feel like once there's more eyes on you, there's kind of more pressure. But now I feel like it's calm. Like I've literally everybody I hang around with, I've recorded it in front of them, every single one of them. So it's more comfortable. Like I'm more lenient to say like whatever I want in the studio, which is always important.
Yeah, no, 100% too. And I think like what I could actually say too is like with home studios, it's like, like the environment around you, like the settings, like what you could do, like, from what you could relate to, like within that whole aspect of that home
Right.
studio to, your bedroom, your photos on the wall too, like in an actual studio, like you really don't get to have that experience unless you kind of embody it through like self-creation or anything else too. And I could also say too with like as you said, like the amount of people too and just the environment, like you get like shook into an environment where you have to like follow these like aspects to kind of be that type of person and all that too versus like in a home studio, no one's like watching, like no one's around too. So you kind of like make your own rules, like set your own standards on how to make the best studio experience like for yourself and all that too. So
Yeah, it's like pressure to perform. That's what I
Yeah.
feel like. It doesn't feel like that now, except if I'm in the studio with people I don't know, which I don't think it's ever happened. But like, if I'm comfortable, like the people that I'm with, I'm very comfortable with, so I'm able to like record no stress. But
yeah,
yeah,
man.
it definitely felt weird the first time though, for sure.